So now take a look at these three examples. Again, what I'm going to model is probably the most common way that I've seen subtraction done. So we're going to focus on the ones place to start with, and then we're going to work our way out to the tens place, and then the hundreds place. So I have 946 take away 352. And before I start subtracting, I do want to make sure if there's any borrowing, we need to go ahead and do that borrowing now. So I observe that the ones place is okay. 6 ones, take away 2 ones is doable. But when I get to the tens place, we don't have enough tens here. So this puts us to the hundreds place. So we borrow 100 from the 9. So this is going to turn that into 8 hundreds there. And when I bring 100 over to the tens spot, that now makes 10 tens plus 4 more tens, which is now going to turn that into 14 tens. And then in the ones place, we're okay there. So now I can go 6 ones, take away 2 ones is going to bring down 4 ones. 14 tens, take away 5 tens is going to bring me down 9 tens. And then 8 tens, take away 3 tens is going to leave me, 8 hundredths, take away 3 hundredths, it's now going to be 5 hundredths. So 594 would be the answer. Look at this next example. Again, I want to start with the ones place, but before I do that, I want to inspect the problem for any borrowing that needs to be done. So I have 3,504, and I'm going to take away 1,379. So when I look at the ones place, I see I'm in trouble already with the ones place. There's nothing I can do with the tens place because there's no tens there, so I have to move all the way out to the hundreds place to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from the 100, and that's going to turn that into 4 hundredths. And then what we see is 100 turns into 10 tens. So that now gives me 10 tens. And then we're now able to borrow from the tens place to make the ones place a little bit larger. So if I borrow a 10, that turns that into 9 tens. And remember, a 10 turns into 14 ones. A 10 turns into 10 ones, but I already have a 4 there. So 10 ones plus 4 ones becomes then 14 ones. Got ahead of myself there. And the thousands place was good to go. Another thing in subtraction, you always want the bigger number on top in subtraction. So 14 ones, take away 9 ones is going to leave me with 5 ones. 9 tens, take away 7 tens is going to be 2 tens. 4 hundredths, take away 3 hundredths is going to be 100. And then 3 1,000s, take away 1,000 is going to leave me with 2,000. So 2,125 would be the answer to that. So let's now look at our next example. 5,000, take away 2,563. So again, we're going to start with the ones place. But again, I can't make that math work because we don't have enough ones here to subtract. I can't borrow anything from the tens place, nor can I borrow anything from the hundreds place. So this moves me all the way out to the thousands place. So what I need to do is borrow 1,000 there, which turns that into 4,000. When I do that, that 1,000 turns into 10 hundredths. So 10 hundredths is equivalent to that 1,000. So it's in the place value of hundreds there. I can now borrow from the hundreds place. So if I borrow a 100 there, that's going to bring me down to 9 hundredths in that spot. But remember, 100 is the same thing as 10 tens. So that now becomes a 10. And then I can borrow a 10 and make that 9 tens, which in turn makes this turn into 10 ones. Now I'm able to do my subtraction. So 10 ones, take away 3 ones is going to be 7 ones. 9 tens, take away 6 tens is going to be 3 tens. 9 hundredths, take away 5 hundredths is going to be 4 hundredths. And then 4,000s, take away 2,000s is going to leave me with 2,000. Now, some people put a comma there, but in textbooks, a lot of times in the thousands place, that comma is kind of optional. So you'll see it either way in on tests and things like that. So that takes care of left side subtraction. It's going to be your turn now.